Hello everyone, Sherry here and welcome to my channel. I have finally finished this. This was really hard to get out of me. I guess you can see most of it. I did put the snaps on it. This is the Lekala 2289. I have shown it to you before. And I made it in this melton wool from my shop. And I have made many mistakes making this. And I can't see it in my glasses. Okay, so the first mistake I made was when I clicked buy, because I bought a size range. So with Lekala patterns, you can enter your own measurements and have the seam allowances added. I think the seam allowances cost 50 cents, which is no big deal. And so the first mistake I made was when I bought this pattern, I bought a size range. It's called the Enterprise Edition, and you can buy more than one size. It'll adjust the price, and I think it cost $6.99 for the 3 sizes. Anyway, they come in, so the whole pattern, this pattern here, you can get it in your own sizes, but it comes in standard sizes of 3 extra small to 5XL. Some of them are smaller and some of them go to up to 8XL. So it has a great size range. But you can also put in your own measurements, your height, and so the standard side range for, I have it written down here because I'll never remember it. And when you find out what I did, you'll realize that these may not be on. They're not working. So, excuse me, 3 extra small, 29.92 inches bust to around a 33 inch hip. Then the 5XL does a 45 inch bust up to a 48 inch hip. And the standard size is for 5'6", which I never knew that till today. So just to buy a single size, and it's beneficial to you to punch in your own measurements, would cost $3.49 for this pattern. Some of them are a little more expensive. Anyway, I bought the Enterprise Edition because I wanted a size range. So it's really good that way. Say you want to make this jacket for everyone in your family, from small to big person, you could get the sizes that you actually need instead of, like, say with the big 4 you have to buy a size range. So, and when I seen, this is a women's pattern, it's under the women's pattern, and it's a number 2289, which I already said, and I will write it in the description box. So yes, so I thought it looked like a unisex pattern. So in my brain, I was thinking it was a men's pattern. So when I bought the size range, I bought a large, extra large, and a 2XL. But I did not read the size information at all. And when I printed off, because when they send you the file, it's hard to talk. When they send you the file, they send them all separate. It's not layered. It's not a layered pattern. So, which is also good. And it wasn't too many. I don't remember how many pages it was now. It wasn't really bad to put together because it's a fairly simple design. So yes, so in my brain, I was thinking men's shirt pattern, I'll cut out an extra large, and this was basically a muslin. But I did want it to fit me, and if I read the size information, I would have realized that it's not. So, but I did add lengths to the sleeve, which is the only alteration to this pattern that I did. I didn't measure anything. But I thought the sleeves looked short, so I did add, I think I only added 1.5 inches or something like that, when I should have added at least, well, I should have added more because they're still too short. So that was the first thing I did wrong, was totally ignored any kind of sizing information, which I don't know why you would do that, but I did. So, yes. Completely ignored any of that information. Like, I don't know. And that's not the first time I've done that. I have cut things out on autopilot and knew it wasn't going to fit me and cut it out anyway. And then realized, oh, I should have added some seam allowance to that. But yeah, this is not the first time I've done that. I know. I'm just looking at my notes because I've made a lot of mistakes. So that is like the huge mistake that I made. And then I don't know why, that's the second time I've done that, added length to a sleeve and it wasn't long enough. It's when, because there's a seam right here. I don't know if you can see it very well. I guess you can from the bad pattern matching. I did try. And yeah, it's not long enough. So that was the biggest mistake that I made. Now, as you know, Lekala patterns are not known for their directions. So I did read them. I think there's only 8 steps. I will show you the extent of the directions. Oh, so it's on 2 pages. There's 15 steps. So this is what they look like. They're just written instructions like that. So when I cut this out, I did my very best to match up the plaid. It matched pretty good here in the front. And the pocket flaps, well, I did something there, but this one's not too bad, but it's not the correct stripe. It's going the wrong way. And this one is okay, but it doesn't match here very well. Like, it matches up here, but not. Anyway, I think that I can get away with it. So, and then yes. So I'm kind of skipping a step. So this is Melton wool, and it has a nap to it. So I tried to make sure that it goes down this way because Melton wool is water resistant. So I thought, like, if there was a light snowfall or a light drizzle, obviously if it's pouring rain, you're going to get wet, but it'll help the water to run off if it was just damp. Anyway, I think that I got, is it this one or this one? I think this one is going, the nap is going the wrong way. Because this stripe should be going this way and this stripe should be going that way. So I don't know if I got that right or not. Yeah, it looks like it's going that way. So I get, because you cut out 4 of these, and yes, I think this was supposed to be the right side of the pocket that's on the inside. And I didn't top stitch the flaps, which I don't think is that noticeable. When I was sewing it together, I didn't think they needed it. But then after they were sewn on there, I thought, oh, I should top stitch that. And why didn't I? I don't know. How can you forget to do things like that? I don't think I forgot. I just think, I don't know what I was thinking. So, and as you can see, there's a yoke here that's sewn right here. I don't think you can see what I'm showing, so I'm going to move Madeline here a little bit. There, maybe you can see better. Come on, Madeline, work with me. So, I can stop saying that word. So there is a yoke right here, which is top stitched. And I sewn the flap into this seam right here. You're not supposed to. Or at least I don't think you are. Because then the pocket is down too low. I actually had to move them up a little bit. So that was supposed to be sewn right underneath that. Does it really matter? No. But does it even say... Da, 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 da. Yes. Pin flaps together pairwise, right sides together, and sew along the sides. Turn right side out, flap onto right side, and press. So a decorative stitch. So top stitch the flaps. Completely ignored that. I don't know why. Pin flap onto front and base together with the seam allowance on main fabric. So it doesn't say anything about putting it into the yoke. Why I made that up, I have no idea. Because I would have had to move the pockets up quite a bit because there's quite a big space in between. Anyway. So yeah, so there was that. Did I make... The other mistake I made is when I put the snaps on. Snap. I can't grab hold of them. This snap here is over too far, which affects the whole entire jacket. It should be over just a bit, is off. Like it's, this one's here, and then I don't know why I did that either. I was trying to be careful. This is me being careful. Anyway. So this jacket I found really hard to finish because I made mistakes right from the beginning. And oddly enough, I think I like it. Even though it doesn't really fit me. You did see a picture at the beginning. Like, it fits me up top. It's just I can't snap it all the way around me. I did add side pockets to it, like just inseam ones. And they should have been moved up a little bit more. They're quite low. I would say like right about here where my finger is, they should be been moved up that much farther. So 1.5 inches. So that's where thoughts went on that. And it does have like a odd shaped sleeve on there. And the pattern matching did not work on the sleeve at all. I think this one went better. What's it look like on the back? No, complete mess. But on the front, you see where I almost made it. It's a bit of a... And the sides, not so great there. A little bit. And the other side, I didn't really look at this to see if it matched. A little bit. I guess the sides worked out and the front worked out. And I have a little ironing issue right here. But yeah. But everything on the pattern went together. It was all me. It was me being odd. So we'll move Madeline out of the way. And I can't really, it's too tight to, well, I can snap it up, but it pulls. It's too tight. Because, yeah, see how it pulls? So if I wear it, I would have to wear it like an open shirt. My hair is getting long already, so there. And see, sleeves. That's with adding. I can't, they would have been way up here. And I don't really have enough fabric left to, well, I have more fabric because I have it for sale in my shop. And this fabric was really beautiful to work with, but with sewing something together that has the nap like velvet, it shifts. So when I was sewing the yoke together, I had taken it out a couple times. Well, that's the pocket, but sewing this, because it would shift. So it's, to save yourself time, it's best to baste it together first, which of course I did not do. But the snaps work, and I think maybe now you can tell. This one goes in too far. And I didn't put a snap up here, which it would be perfectly fine. But yes. Definitely too small. I do like the design of it. I'm not really sure about the sleeves, but obviously they need to be longer. And yeah. So that's why it took me so long to finish this, because I knew it wasn't going to work and there wasn't The seam allowances on Lekala patterns are generally 3/8 of an inch. Or I guess they're a centimeter. Is that the same? I think it is. Anyway, so there's not really any room to let anything out, not for the amount that I need. But it fits me up here, but definitely too snug to wear this way. I would have to make a bigger size. So, and this is the first time I ever bought the standard size from Lekala. It's best to read the size information. Why would I do that? I don't know. So you'll have to tell me your sewing mishaps, because this was one mishap after another. And that's enough about it, I think. So I might put in another picture of me wearing it, because I think I only got one good picture, and I think it's on the thumbnail. So hopefully the next thing that I make will not be this disastrous of yeah, it is nice and warm. I'm getting hot just wearing it already, and I didn't line it. It's just has a facing right here. I just serged it, and it's not itchy, but it's lightweight. I really like this fabric, and it's very soft, not itchy, and yeah, this was an expensive fail for me, actually, for me to do this. So if I do make another one, I'll probably make it out of a different fabric, and maybe I'll find somebody who will enjoy wearing this. Or maybe I am on a special diet, so, which I'm not doing very well at, but we'll see. So I hope you enjoyed learning about oh wow, I went on for a really long time. I hope you enjoyed my sewing disaster of this year. I don't know if it's the first one or not, but it's definitely a big one. I am disappointed that I didn't pay attention to I don't know what I was thinking, but hopefully I've learned my lesson, and I will see you next time. Talk to you soon. Bye.